Whether you like it or not, drama is a big part of this game and its community. There are always disagreements, arguments and debates about loads of situations, and some have been dicier than others. One thing I've found fascinating is to put all the dramas of the last year and a half together in a timeline, so we can see where the problems in the game have been focused around and the common reasons for them arising. So in this video, I'll be going through every major GD drama since 2.1 was released in mid-January 2017, and discussing a little bit about how it started, who it concerned, and the eventual consequences. Please note, this isn't an exhaustive list. There are some dramas I won't include because they're either too irrelevant or they aren't that significant, and also I will be mentioned a fair few times in this video, as will a few other big names in the community, so please don't shoot me. With all that said, let's roll. Truster ruins Yatagarasu. Straight off the back of 2.1's release, Truster faces backlash over the nerfs he made when verifying Yatagarasu, as it is moved below Sonic Wave on the Demons list shortly after. The nerf debate follows him into his quest to verify Blade of Justice, which he eventually drops. The Newgrounds situation. In late January, Newgrounds staff become angry about the increasing number of songs being posted illicitly by people pretending to be separate artists so to use songs in Geometry Dash. This leads to one of the admins starting a petition to get GD removed from the App Store. Newgrounds staff received a huge amount of backlash from this, though they wanted to waive responsibility as an entity and instead blamed a few of their staff. Very soon after this, GD is actually removed off the Steam store, seemingly in error. However, one of the petition runners tweeted it out and it received a massive amount of hate, with people blaming Newgrounds entirely. RobTop denied this and worked to get GD restored, but the damage between the two communities is done. The resolve RobTop came to slipped through quietly, and neither community has been too highly regarding of the other since. Aurorus hacks Sonic Wave Infinity. Community hate figure Aurorus claims to have beaten Super Buff Sonic Wave Infinity. This spreads around the community and becomes massive news, before he is exposed for having used an auto for his recording. He is then, after this, exposed for all of his major achievements, being Bloodbath and verifying the former #1 demon Athanatos for being hacked too. The Exotic situation. A fake player named Lyran convinces two popular GD YouTubers, Fire and Sills, that he is the former world #1 mysterious Korean player Exotic, who was rumoured to have died in real life. It drums up attention immediately before questions over his proof lead to people busting him and him confessing the truth. The March server hacking. A massive widespread server hacking reveals the passwords of every GD account, and the big players and their levels are targeted. Among the victims are Team N2, the Korean creating team that disbanded as a result of having their GD account username changed and not being reverted. The hackers also reveal Black Blizzard, Crazy Man's new extreme demon, which leads to Rulas among others making recordings for easy views and money. God Eater videos. The second preview for Noble Boy's upcoming level, God Eater, goes viral, attracting hundreds of thousands of views within the first few weeks. As a result, tens of low quality videos spring up to cash in on the hype, including montages, discussion videos and shitty versions of the level. Some YouTubers speak out on the matter, and before long I find myself in a controversial position after calling out Nexus for low effort videos, something that he has, in credit to him, fixed now. Sonic series controversy. Following the release of Subsonic, the fourth level in the Sonic series, and the second hosted and released by Viperin, questions start to be asked about the authenticity of the series. Subsonic disappointed fans on a community-wide scale for being poorly designed in some parts, too hard, and not featuring enough of the original team. Viperin hits back saying there is no set formula for a series to be complaining about, given there are only 2 levels in 1.9 that were so drastically different, and the team actually releases a fake level as a parody response, and the official Sonic series ends here. Black Blizzard striking controversy. Crazy Man 50 verifies his hugely anticipated level, Black Blizzard, live on Twitch. However, as a Twitch partner and due to Twitch exclusivity rules, he has to wait to upload the verification video. In the interim 24 hours, near on 50 livestream replays and reaction videos were uploaded to Crazy's anger, and he teams up with YouTube and Twitch to strike them all, leading to huge backlash from the greedy portion of the community. The Devil Vortex hacking situation. Questions start to be asked over Tosh Deluxe's new verified achievement, Devil Vortex. The level seems to be too inconsistent to be possible, and many find faults in Tosh's verification video. Tosh responds with 2 debunking videos grossing over 300,000 views, before WeoWeoTO teams up with Truster to try and expose him, a venture that ultimately both parties retracted, and Devil Vortex stays rated and is still in the top 10 a year later. Blade of Justice nerf debate. Upon the year anniversary of Blade of Justice's creation, no less than 7 verifiers later, Manix orders Rico LP to butcher their level with nerfs in order to get it out as fast as possible. Rico obliges, but the level is placed at 23rd on the Demons list, when originally being forecast to be in the top 10 at the very least. Subsequently, the anti-nerf squad hounds him out for a few weeks. C vs Pavlukivan. I create my most viewed rant video ever, exposing the hacker named Pavlukivan, who is gaining popularity around the community. Pavlukivan unlists all of his videos, including his bot-completed replays of Low Death, and responds over the course of about 9 months at different stages. Pavlika Brown becomes a community hate figure, although my handling of the situation was called into question too. The partition situation. Partition Zion gets called out by multiple YouTubers around the time he reaches 100,000 subscribers for making terrible clickbait content and making no attempt to improve. His innocent front is also called into question as he attempts to brush away the slander. C vs Cyrillic. Oh boy. Following my second video on exasperation, Cyrillic takes a joke I made about him out of context and cries racism in a video. After patching it up on Discord, he uses what I said as ammunition to make a second video. I respond with a huge video exposing him, which turns into a long-term problem where Cyrillic's truth-telling is called into question. After a third video on the situation for Cyrillic, I create a diss track which has a very polarised reception. Cyrillic loses over 1,000 subscribers and his views plummet. Both parties were criticised for creating so much trouble. The diss track period. Following on from my diss track, several other parties attempt to join in on the hype and begin sending for me. Among them is StarXD, and Amnesia releases a well-made track a month later, a trend he's still planning on adding to. Noctafly and Death Corridor. Noctafly returns to GD after previously quitting and decides to steal Death Corridor finale from Kugelblitz, who is the official verifier. When told to stop, he refuses and verifies the level. The level is then contemned and Tosh Deluxe gets involved, attempting to get revenge on Noctafly for his aggression during the Devil Vortex drama some 5 months earlier. Fusion Z level stealing. Moderator and creator Manix breaks his long-term silence on his channel and quits GD. He also cancels Fusion Z, the long-awaited XL Extreme Demon 3rd chapter to his Fusion series. Nobbleboy, a collab participant, refuses to allow the level to die, so steals it for himself and faces severe backlash after outsourcing the project to Geomania. All parties are criticised, and over half the original team rebuke permission for their parts to be used if Nobbleboy wants to release the level, and nearly 10 new creators have to be found to fill the void. Almost 9 months on, the Rebirth project still hasn't gotten off the ground, and the stealing of Fusion Z is something Nobbleboy says he regrets immensely. Buff This situation. Boy of the Cone's infamous straight flying level Buff This is rated after RobTob promises to do so on his stream. This causes the community to go crazy over RobTob's partiality to Coneboy, and both become the centre of vicious waves of dislike botting and hate. Noctafly exposure featuring Riot. After multiple videos of relentless investigation from Tosh and his peers, some credible claims against Noctafly's legitimacy are made, and he confesses to hacking Zafkill. Unsatisfied by his response, Riot returns to the community with 3 videos that completely destroy Noctafly's claims, leading to a confession and the complete destruction of his reputation. Whereas he was growing several thousand subscribers a month before, he has not moved past 37,000 for 8 months now. Lithofusion drama. Lithofusion begins to get into a tight spot after screenshots emerge of him showing him confessing to engaging in sexual activity with his dog. He then makes multiple videos twisting the screenshots and assembling a hate mob against some YouTubers, namely Wearin. All the while, Boldstep is struggling with his insane top 20 memory demon Killbot, and both Lithofusion's actions and criticism of the level from bigger players are not helping the level's chances of being rated. Eventually it is verified and it is rated. Nuclear Nacho vs Tosh Deluxe. Nuclear Nacho finds himself in a tight spot financially with his family unable to pay bills. In an attempt to raise money, he starts a GoFundMe page, to which Tosh Deluxe makes a false donation of $3,000. Nacho is over the moon until he realises Tosh is trolling him because Nacho insulted him once. Once again, Tosh's conduct is called into question as he plays a victim card. Both parties come to an unsteady agreement, but Tosh refuses to apologise. 211 Gigamix situation. A suspicious 60Hz player named Gigamix claims to have verified 211, the long-lost dead level by Etzer and Sigayesta, without permission or proof of legitimacy. Many bypass these debates in order to push the level to be rated, until the Demons List team finds evidence of Gigamix hacking and he quits. Etzer then declares the level dead and claims no one will have permission to verify it again. God Eater leak. Another server hacking targets Nobbleboy, and this time a lot of unreleased God Eater progress that has been a secret for 7 months is revealed. Policy, a popular channel for showcasing upcoming levels, goes against an agreement with Nobbleboy to not play through the level, and the situation spirals out of control. Nobbleboy is forced to push God Eater's 3rd preview forward. Razorleaf situation. Moving into 2018, a small-time GD YouTuber named Alsa, who has just made 2 almost identical videos clocking over 2 million monetized views between them, uses a piece of fan-made GD art that he claims he has created. Uses a piece of fan-made GD art and claims he has created a GD sub-client game like Sub-Zero. This turns out to be clickbait, and the video is extremely badly made, yet still clocks over 250,000 views within a week. Many YouTubers step up to call out Alsa, and he removes his video, committing to making better content in the future. Instinct striking situation. N-Level's latest project, Instinct, the sequel to Mystic and Valor and the second of the 3 levels that he is hosting, becomes the centre of a striking issue when a channel named CS Pixel false flags one of the collab participants, namely Alan's, video of his part. CS Pixel had created his own fan-made version of Instinct and threatened to strike down any of the real parts, but YouTube actually believe him and strike down both of N-Level's and Alan's parts. Enormous pressure is instantly piled onto CS Pixel before he deletes his channel, meaning the strikes cannot be retracted. After a discussion with the Instinct team, he emails YouTube on his new account confessing what he has done, and the strikes are removed and the videos are restored. Instinct is now under new management. Krazen steals Bloodlust. 240Hz player Krazen announces his name onto the GD scene by stealing a copy of Bloodlust from Nobbleboy. He claims Nobbleboy has taken far too long, given it was 6 months since his 98% fail, and loads of people get behind him as a result. Nobbleboy presses for Krazen to drop it, which he refuses to do initially, before he finds himself in more trouble with Sunix among other YouTubers, and he eventually drops the level. Although in fairness, this prompted Bloodlust to come out faster, as it gave Nobbleboy the kick into life he needed. Plasma Pulse Finale vs Bloodlust mobs. Following Bloodlust's release and placing at number 1 on the Demons list, a group of people led by N-Level and Scullo start pushing for Plasma Pulse Finale to be raised above Bloodlust. The resulting criticism of Bloodlust sees the group go up against Nobbleboy's fans, and 2 groups spread rumours, send hate and attack each other for around 2 weeks, solidly. The FPS bypass situation. Following the first victors of Bloodlust, Nobbleboy calls them out for using the frames per second bypass that was banned by the Demons list in December. As a result, Scullo and Sunix are immediately banned from the Demons list after failing to disclose their usage of the tool. The resulting video from Scullo about why the hack should be allowed results in Aeon-S stepping down as owner of the Demons list, and a lot of negativity is brought against the list moderators for keeping Sunix banned. This was a huge debate that even RobTop weighed in on with a fairly impartial view. NeuronX Gaming vs Cincy. Russian hacker NeuronX Gaming, also known as XN, becomes the latest player to add to the level stealing drama by stealing the popular upcoming Extreme Demon Innards from its verifier Cincy. He claims he will verify it, and his channel is swamped with hate until he eventually drops it. Levolution. Top 100 creator Optical proposes a movement called Levolution in an attempt to normalise more basic 3, 4 and 5 star levels so that creators can focus on the quantity of levels they produce instead of being criticised for not adhering to exceptional standards. While both sides of the argument carry validity, the backlash causes Levolution to quickly become a disliked and memed trend. Low Death level stealing. The previously dead and cancelled level Low Death gets reawakened after Metaman Z decides to steal it for himself. After Crazy gets involved, he agrees to stop. This then prompts Krazen to return to his stealing roots, and he takes the level for himself too, but drops this shortly after as well. Several players steal the level, but this dies out after threat of community-wide action from several big YouTubers. Zerote gets terminated. Ecuadorian clickbait channel Zerote, infamous for stealing English content and lazily turning it into cheap Spanish videos, strikes Blast CFB for criticising him. This leads to Gaiden Hurtney and many others, including texture pack artists, uniting against him to launch 5 YouTube strikes. Zerote tries to fight back and threatens legal action, but his account is soon terminated and he's been unable to get it back since. RobTop unrest. The wait for 2.2 eventually outlasts the wait for 2.1, and questions begin to be asked about the community and RobTop's dedication to the game. Cash Sanity, the creator of a rival game, creates a fake rumour that he will join up with RobTop, and this prompts hundreds to ask if RobTop should hire a development team. His lack of 2.2 progress and community engagement divides the community and causes a big ongoing debate. Juniper harassment situation. After a trend of fake impersonating accounts sweeps through Twitter, Juniper finds herself at the centre of a massive stream of sexual harassment, despite being only 14. After striking the accounts down, some people actually accused her of handling the situation badly despite what was happening to her. End-level scandal. Tosh Deluxe uploads a video claiming that End-Level had confessed to hacking the Discord and claims he is manipulating his audience. End-Level's channel disappears for the 4th time, leaving all his past and future projects in doubt. Tosh also finds himself in hot water for lying, twisting facts and manipulating screenshots from 2016. This is quickly forgotten about before it goes any further due to a video arising on a different topic for the next drama. The Etza fraud situation. TH31 comes out of nowhere to upload a sensational video he has been working on with Vortex for months. fully detailing and proving allegations that Etzer committed fraud by charging back over $6,000 in online trading items without returning the goods themselves, essentially tricking tens of victims out of their money during a period of a few years. Etzer claims he was told by the FBI not to engage with these victims, but this was obviously a lie, as the FBI wouldn't get involved with such thing, and on the side of a fraudster for that matter. The situation is still ongoing as we wait for Etzer's next public move, which will make or break his reputation. In recent days, he's actually started losing subscribers. Isn't drama fun? Who knows what's next? I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash a like on it, and if you're new around here, if you could consider subscribing and checking out some of my other videos, then it would really help me out. Thanks a lot guys, I'll see you all soon.